Welcome back to another Jesse Rucinski show. I promise this one's going to be shorter than the last one. There's a lot of things that made that, and every time I did it just kept getting longer. So I apologize for keeping you busy for 20 minutes, but I felt it was worth talking about. This one's going to be short, going to give some info on what's coming up next. I'm also going to talk about some absolutely crazy things that are going to come up in the next, in this week's episodes. But what's up with taxpayer dollars going to pay for abortions? And not only that, taking our money when we're already at a giant deficit every year. To spend how much, we don't know. At least I don't yet, but to pay for abortions around the world. Like, I see nothing wrong with us not paying for abortions in other countries for other countries' people. Not saying I'm completely, against it. Abortions, there are times when it is necessary. I get that. Well, why are taxpayer dollars going to fund that? There's contraceptive, there's condoms, there's morning after pills, there's all kinds of things. Why is taxpayer dollars going towards that? Maybe I'm missing the point. I could be missing the point. But there's religious groups, churches, people that work here, there, and everywhere that have religious beliefs that are gonna be pissed. And technically, they shouldn't have to pay for that. I swear we just went through this a few years ago. But really, the big one is sending the money overseas for that. Or funding it in other countries like that. They have governments. They have people. They make livings. They have government. They have all kinds of things. They could pay for it themselves in other countries. It's one thing to go and do it here, because I know that's offended tens of millions of people. Everything does nowadays, so it doesn't surprise me. Everyone's offended by everything for the most part, it seems. I'm not as bothered anymore. I've calmed down. But making religious groups and stuff in our country and our citizens pay for abortions in other countries. If you could tell me how that makes a lick of sense, I'd really like to know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Especially with the deficit we're in and, how buried we are in debt. Why keep just going and funding everything around the world? To include the WHO, Paris Climate Accord, all these things. Which even the scientists for the Paris Climate Accord said it really doesn't make a difference. The people that have said that. But the abortion thing, I think that's just going to open a big, scary, angry can of worms. That's unnecessary. We don't need to be doing that. There's great causes that people need, funding. I could be whatever. It's our money. We're already to be. Yes, help them. I get it. In some situations, but like that, by executive order too. So it doesn't matter what anyone thought. It was one of those Trump made it so we didn't. So boom, Biden executive ordered it into non-existence. Which again is a whole other story. From Mr. Unity, we have to reach across the aisle, dictator. Everyone says, oh, you took it out of context. You only said about that. But if he's really leading, and he said it about, doing that certain thing without reaching across the aisle, that's a dictatorship. Shouldn't that be the way that you run it all the time? Reach across the aisle like everyone used to instead of just executive fiat? If you think that stands for one thing, then it should stand for everything you do. But I swear there were so many lawsuits and problems and just everything last time when Biden was vice president and Obama was in office as president. And we got into stuff like this. Why? What's the point? And I'm sure there's some meaning behind it, but again, there's many things we could probably give money to people for stuff that they actually need help-wise. This, that, there's programs. I know there are. We all know there are. But that, to executive order that, all that's going to accomplish is nothing good. It's going to cause even more disdain and distrust, anger, everything. Yet they just keep doing it. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Could just be me. But we shall see. You can tell me your feelings. I'll tell you my feelings. Whatever. Comment. Message me personally. Whatever you want. You can talk about it. I think that's just ridiculous. And another thing that I'm going to jump into quick today is the whole still on the insurrection thing from the 6th. We're still on that. And it was like one of those rare moments where, crazy as this sounds, AOC, Donald Trump Jr., and Ted Cruz all agreed on something. Well, holy God, but miracles. Something might actually get done here. And then she turns around. Sorry, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Because you call her AOC, apparently you're sexist and misogynistic, and I don't know. But turning around and saying she'll work with anyone in the GOP, which, again, I have a hard time believing with how her record is. For Ted Cruz, because she won't work with someone who tried to have her killed. I love it. Everyone talking about unity and saying all these dastardly things on social media. It's so bad. But she could turn around and literally accuse a man. Another, of attempted murder. No facts. No anything. But she keeps spewing it all over the place. And it keeps going nowhere. There's no one's bouncing back. No one's telling her, calm down. No social media things are going after her. And she's literally attempting accusing another human being of attempted murder. It's pretty much what she said. I don't want to work with someone who almost had me murdered. And you like me as to where. Because, the reports have come out they knew it was going to happen for weeks. They wanted more help. The Capitol Police got turned down. Apparently there's video of the person planting the pipe bombs the night before any of that happened. No one wanted it. Everyone has condemned it. Yet there she still is running her suck. That he tried to have her killed. Last time I checked, you don't just keep throwing, accusing people of attempted murder when there's absolutely nothing to back it up. Because they did the same exact thing you guys did in 2017. 2001 before that, But, how in the world does that keep getting to get spewed out there? That doesn't show the hypocrisy and the biasness and the one-sidedness of all of this. Literally accusing someone of attempted murder with absolutely nothing to back it up, and no one's saying anything. Fact-checking, there's no anything. And really, everyone keeps running on that. On the left. They're running on, They helped plan this and yada, blada, flada. Well, do you have any actual proof? Because you can't keep, accusing people of insurrection and attempted murder and all these actual real, criminal things, and treason. Pretty sure I heard that come out. Without actually having any proof. All you're doing is spreading more disinformation and causing more anger and more divisiveness all across the board. Maybe I just want to see people held accountable. I don't know, but that also is grinding my gears. It should grind all your gears, no matter what side you're on. You can just keep throwing out, calling people, throwing out attempted murder and all kinds of great things towards people just because. Even though you don't have anything to back it up, prove anything, or help you at all. It irritates me. Grinds my gears. It's kind of ridiculous. Hey, if I went and did that against people, there'd be all kinds of things happening to me. Lawsuits, defamation, slander, this, that, and the other thing. But yet she could go out there, and the Democrats, Nancy does, just continuously attacking them still, even though there's absolutely not one shred of evidence that anyone has seen to back it up. It's just those two things. They've been grinding my gears. We're not going to get into, they're not worth, a whole entire episode about it, because it's just going to keep going on and on and on. But, in grander pictures, yes, they would. But, I don't know. This is just a Sunday. It's grinding my gears, and I feel like getting it off of my chest before I sit down, watch this guy, come back, watch the Royal Rumble. Try to just sit here and not be miserable towards the world for a few hours of my life. Maybe be entertained. Take my mind off things on a Sunday night. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else I'd rather be watching on this Sunday night. So I just wanted to put food for thought. This week we're going to get into some deficit things. Try to get into some numbers of a bunch of different things for all of you people. I think it's going to be a really good week. I'm excited about it. Hope you guys are. Again, like, comment, share, tell people about it. Get more likes on my page, so more people can see it. Follow it on YouTube under Jesse Rucinski. It's right there in the name of the show. So all you gotta do is look up my actual name on YouTube. It's there. Go to Rumble. It's under Bearded Ski for any of you people that are on there, if you want to look it up. But keep spreading the word. Keep conversing. Keep being decent human beings. I know it's hard sometimes, but we can all be decent human beings. If I can find ways to be decent human beings for all these years, then, well, any of you can. But appreciate the listen. Again, comment, like, share, tell me what you think. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.